Hello, welcome to Park and Post. Today, we are going to talk about something important for every traveler: how to avoid getting arrested at the airport. Airport security can be daunting and overwhelming, but there are simple things you can do to avoid any trouble with the authorities. So, let's get started. Number 1. Trying to bring prohibited items on board, such as weapons or drugs. Attempting to bring prohibited items on board an airplane is one of the dumbest ways to get arrested at the airport. All airports have strict security measures in place to prevent the transportation of dangerous or illegal goods onto planes. Attempting to smuggle drugs, weapons, or other prohibited items into an airport or on a plane is illegal and can result in severe consequences, including arrest and imprisonment. Customs officials take these matters very seriously and will investigate any suspicious behavior or items. Smuggling drugs or other illegal substances not only poses a threat to public health, but also contributes to the black market.
Before traveling, it's important to familiarize yourself with the list of prohibited items and avoid bringing them with you to the airport.
To avoid any issues at the airport, it's crucial to ensure that you're not carrying any prohibited items or substances, particularly if you're traveling to a country with strict drug laws. If you're unsure about whether an item is allowed, it's always best to check with the airport or airline before packing it. It's also very important to stay away from anyone who may try to involve you in drug smuggling or other illegal activities. Number 2. Making jokes about bombs or other threats. Making jokes about bombs, firearms, or other threats is another surefire way to get arrested at the airport.
It's essential to remember that airport security takes all potential threats seriously, and joking about such matters is not only inappropriate, but can lead to severe consequences.
Even if you think your joke is harmless, the security team will likely take it as a real threat, leading to unnecessary delays, screenings, and in some cases, arrest. Number 3. Refusing to comply with customs or immigration requirements.
Refusing to comply with customs or immigration requirements is a quick way to get arrested at the airport.
Upon entering any country, travelers are required to follow customs and immigration procedures, which may include filling out forms, declaring goods or funds, and presenting valid travel documents. Failing to comply with these requirements can lead to severe consequences, including being denied entry into the country, deportation, and even arrest. Therefore, it's crucial to ensure that you have all the necessary documents and comply with all customs and immigration procedures to avoid any issues at the airport. Number 4. Being under the influence of drugs or alcohol.
Being under the influence of drugs or alcohol is not only dangerous, but can also lead to arrest at the airport.
All airports have strict regulations on the consumption of alcohol and drugs, and passengers who appear to be under the influence may be prevented from boarding their flight, detained, and arrested.
Consuming drugs or alcohol before or during a flight can also lead to disruptive behavior, endangering the safety of the aircraft and other passengers.
For those who may not be aware, there is a regulation established by the FAA that prohibits passengers from consuming alcoholic beverages on a flight, unless they are served by a flight attendant.
Additionally, it is important to note that flight attendants are not permitted to serve alcohol to any passengers who are already intoxicated. This is put in place for the safety and well-being of all passengers on board.
Number 5. Attempting to bribe airport officials or security personnel. Attempting to bribe airport officials or security personnel is a serious crime that can result in arrest and imprisonment. Bribing officials to avoid security checks, avoid fines or penalties, or gain entry into a country is illegal and can have severe consequences. It's essential to cooperate with security personnel and follow all procedures to avoid any suspicion of illegal activity. Number 6. Being involved in physical altercations or disruptive behavior. Being involved in physical altercations or disruptive behavior at the airport is not only unacceptable, but can also lead to arrest. Airports are busy and stressful environments, and tensions can run high. However, engaging in physical altercations or disruptive behavior can lead to delays, cancellations, and arrest. Passengers who become violent or aggressive may face criminal charges, fines, and imprisonment. Number 7. Stealing or damaging property at the airport. Stealing or damaging property at the airport is a criminal offense that can lead to arrest and prosecution.
Airports are public places, and stealing or damaging property can have serious consequences.
Passengers who engage in these activities may be caught on surveillance cameras and face criminal charges, fines, and imprisonment.
Before we proceed further, I hope these tips help you have a comfortable and stress-free travel experience.
If you're new to our channel, please subscribe and click the bell to be notified of our latest travel tips and share this information with your friends and family. But let's get back to the topic, what you need to know to avoid getting arrested at the airport. Number 8. Refusing to comply with safety instructions. Refusing to comply with safety instructions on a flight can lead to arrest and other severe consequences. Safety instructions are in place to protect passengers and ensure the safety of the flight. Passengers who refuse to comply with safety instructions, such as wearing a seatbelt or turning off electronic devices during takeoff and landing, may be detained or arrested. Number 9.
Using fake identification or documents to board a flight.
Using fake identification or documents to board a flight is illegal and can lead to arrest and imprisonment. All airports require passengers to present valid identification and travel documents before boarding a flight. Passengers who attempt to use fake documents or identification to board a flight may face criminal charges and imprisonment. Number 10. Carrying large sums of money or valuable items without proper documentation or disclosure. Carrying large sums of money or valuable items without proper documentation or disclosure is illegal and can lead to arrest and prosecution. Most countries have strict regulations on the import and export of currency and valuables. Passengers who fail to declare large sums of money or valuable items or carry them without proper documentation may face criminal charges, fines, and imprisonment. It's essential to familiarize yourself with these regulations before traveling to avoid any issues at the airport. Number 11. Trying to sneak onto a flight without a valid boarding pass or ticket. Attempting to sneak onto a flight without a valid boarding pass or ticket is a criminal offense that can lead to arrest and imprisonment. Airline companies have strict policies in place to prevent passengers from boarding a flight without a valid boarding pass or ticket. Sneaking onto a flight can disrupt the airport's security and cause delays, and it can also endanger the safety of other passengers. Moreover, boarding a flight without a valid boarding pass or ticket can result in significant fines and travel restrictions, including a lifetime ban on air travel. To avoid any issues at the airport, it's essential to ensure that you have a valid boarding pass or ticket before arriving at the airport. If you're unsure about your ticket's validity or have any concerns, it's always best to check with the airline before traveling. Number 12.
Using fake or altered passports or visas.
Using fake or altered passports or visas is a serious crime that can lead to arrest and imprisonment. Travel documents such as passports and visas are critical to international travel and are necessary to verify a person's identity and purpose of travel. Using fake or altered documents to gain entry into any country is illegal and can result in severe consequences. Additionally, using fake or altered documents can also lead to travel restrictions, including a lifetime ban on air travel. To avoid any issues at the airport, it's crucial to ensure that your travel documents are valid and up to date. If you need to obtain a new passport or visa, it's best to do so well in advance of your trip to avoid any last-minute complications. Number 13. Making false statements to authorities or lying about your identity or purpose of travel.
Making false statements to authorities or lying about your identity or purpose of travel is a serious offense that can result in arrest and imprisonment.
Airport security and customs officials take these matters very seriously and will investigate any suspicious behavior or statements. Providing false information can disrupt the airport's security and cause delays, and may also pose a threat to other passengers' safety. Moreover, making false statements to authorities can also lead to travel restrictions, including a lifetime ban on air travel. To avoid any issues at the airport, it's crucial to provide accurate and truthful information to authorities and customs officials. If you're unsure about any questions or concerns, it's always best to ask for clarification rather than providing false information. Number 14. Bringing undeclared or illegal items into the country, such as endangered animal products or counterfeit goods.
Bringing undeclared or illegal items into the country, such as endangered animal products or counterfeit goods, is a criminal offense that can lead to arrest and imprisonment.
Customs officials take these matters very seriously and will investigate any suspicious behavior or items. I said this before, and I'm going to say it again. Bringing in such items not only poses a threat to the environment and public health, but also contributes to the black market. Furthermore, bringing in undeclared items or illegal goods can result in significant fines and travel restrictions, including a lifetime ban on air travel. Imagine you are a frequent traveler and on one of your trips, you decide to bring back some souvenirs and gifts for your family and friends. One of the items is a beautiful ivory carving that you found at a local market.
You know that there are restrictions on importing ivory into your home country, but you assume that the item is legal since it was sold openly in the market.
At the airport, you are stopped by customs officials who ask to inspect your luggage. They find the ivory carving, and you are immediately taken to a secondary inspection area for further questioning. You explain that you didn't know about the restrictions on importing ivory and thought that the item was legal since it was sold openly in the market. Despite your explanation, the customs officials confiscate the ivory carving, and you are fined a significant amount of money for attempting to bring undeclared and illegal items into the country. Moreover, you are placed on a travel watch list, and you are subjected to more scrutiny and searches every time you travel. This hypothetical scenario illustrates the importance of being aware of import restrictions and declaring all items when traveling to avoid any legal and financial consequences.
It's essential to research the import restrictions of your destination country and ensure that you don't bring in any prohibited or illegal items.
To avoid any issues at the airport, it's essential to declare any items that you're bringing into the country, particularly if they are subject to import restrictions. If you're unsure about any items or restrictions, it's best to check with the customs authorities before traveling. By following these simple tips, you can avoid getting arrested at the airport and have a smooth travel experience.
Remember to keep all your travel documents in order, pack wisely, be honest and straightforward, avoid suspicious behavior, and be respectful towards airport staff and authorities.
I hope you found this video helpful. If you have any other travel-related topics you would like me to cover, please let me know in the comments below. Are you still looking for a great deal on your next vacation? Our Flight Finder tool can help you compare prices from different providers to any destination. Plus, if you book online today, you can get an exclusive discount on your next flight.
Don't miss this chance to get a great deal on your next flight.
Click the link below this video to get an exclusive discount while it lasts.